for being here. If you just joined us and you just found me, hello, please welcome yourself here. Like and subscribe after the video if you really like it, and leave any comments of what you think would be an interesting read for the future. And for everyone returning, thank you so much for returning back to my channel and watching me consistently. I appreciate your support, and I wish only the best for you guys, and may the messages that come through help you in so many ways. All right, so today's reading, we're going to do a bonus. So I'm going to do the 11.11's after. I do that to give everyone time to come into the reading, know I'm live, you know, and so I kind of buy some time by doing a reading first and then doing the 11.11's after, okay? So the reading that I was inspired to do today was sometimes life gets you down, life is just kicking your ass. You know, you feel like life's really handing you an unfair one. You know, you're just like, it's just thing after thing after thing. It's so much, it's so much. You're going through emotional journeys, you're going through financial journeys, you're going through, you know, spiritual walks and journeys, and there's so much to learn. There's so much to do and to take in. It can be overwhelming.
Now I know why there's not an alien in this turtle. It's because they took alien out.
Oh,
The turtle already took the alien out.
okay,
That's
good. That's awesome. I love you. So anyways, when life gets you guys down and you feel like it's a bit too much to handle and you just need some space and you just need to chill and you have to like process everything that's happening, do that, you know, because sometimes we have so much information on our phone, so many pictures, so many messages, so much data, that our phone starts acting up, right? And our apps aren't functioning correctly. Apps will crash. Calls can be lost. There's all kinds of shit that happens, even when we're not in a Mercury retrograde. You know, and it's just like your phone is overloaded. It's got a lot of windows open. No. It's got a lot of windows open, and what does it need? It needs to reboot. So it's good to clear some old pictures, clear some old messages, erase some things, and reboot your phone. Power it off. Disconnect for a while. You know, let it sit for a while, power it off, charging, and come back later, right? And then the phone is good as new. It just needed that reboot. It needed that start again. So if you guys find yourself catching your breath, you're overwhelmed. You've got a lot going on with love, probably. You have a lot going on with career. And you have a lot going on spiritually on your walk. And you're probably doing a lot of healing. And there's a lot coming to the surface, and it's just a person overload. It's okay to not be okay. And I just wanted to share that with you, that I understand that. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to lose your shit. It's okay to break down. It's okay to have a fight. It's okay to express yourself in a way that maybe comes off offensive, angry, upset, hurt, distant. Those are shadow personalities. We can love our shadow and embrace our shadow and say, you know what? You have a place. You're not an outcast. We all have our moments. I have a funny picture of a cat for the thumbnail. His hair is just batshit crazy. Looks like he just got electrocuted, you know? He probably had one hell of a day, you know, is what it looks like. And that's probably you sometimes, just one hell of a day. For some of you, it's one hell of a year, you know? And you've gotten to a place in your life where I need to disconnect. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't think about you or want you in my life. It's that I need to disconnect for me to be normal again, okay? Because I'm not normal right now. I'm in a place. I'm in a dark place. And some of you guys are going through the dark night of the soul, and that's okay. This is a safe place to talk about those things. So we're going to go through the tarot and see what Spirit wants you to know during this transit. Because you guys are going through a transit. And, you know, in a couple months, actually, I think it's sooner than that. I think it's this month. No, it's January. In a couple months, the North Node and the South Node, which is the Rahu Ketu, are going to transit. So they're going to move placements, okay? And it's a whole new world. It's a whole new energy. There's a shift. Karmas are going to shift. Focuses are going to shift. There's a lot of inner work that's popping up. So there's a lot going on. So, you know, it's okay if you feel that right now. It's kind of like a pre-shift. You kind of feel the boat shudder before it pulls off the harbor. You feel a shudder because you're disconnecting things. You may not be well on your way yet, but you're starting to disconnect the wires, the cords, whatever. So you're feeling that shudder because the transits are about to shift. Not to mention you guys just went through the eclipse. An eclipse, lunar eclipse in Taurus, which was a very emotional lunar eclipse. And you guys probably watched a lot of videos on that, so I won't go too much through it. We have a video on that, through the elements. What is the eclipse going to bring you? If you want to watch that, you're welcome to. I also have an extended, and that is for people that want to see all the zodiac signs in detail, what the lunar eclipse is going to bring you. I had some problems uploading that from Florida, so I have to upload it here. The video's done, but the processing just wouldn't happen. The internet wasn't so great. So that should be uploaded today, if you guys want to check that out, okay? All right. So let's go ahead. Spirit, what does everybody need to know right now about this difficult moment? What do we need to know? And remember, this is about you, whoever's watching. It's not about your perception of the other person. I really want this to be about you, okay? So please try not to flip this reading and turn it into your person's message. This is a message specifically for you. You found this video for a reason. Spirit guided you here for a reason to hear it for you. So this is a personal message for you, what you need to know about this overwhelming transition in your life. All right. So the first card we have that came out is Judgment in reverse. And this is a reflection. It's about looking back and saying, maybe I haven't made very good decisions. You know, and this is also about, I don't want the past to follow me, but it's more than that. Spirit, the universe, your life, your karma does not want your past, which is the Judgment card, past life reflections, lessons, karmas. Spirit's like, I don't want you to carry the bags of your past anymore. There was a time and place to carry them. There was a time and place to learn those lessons, but you've already learned them, and we don't need to relearn them again. So Spirit's like, really, I just want you to put the bags down from the past. I don't want to replay. I don't want to restart. I don't want to remix, because you guys know the Judgment card represents a lot of rereads, and it's usually like a second chance. But when it's in reverse, there's no second chances. These are over. It's finished. It's done. The next card here is Three of Cups, and this is right around the holidays, right? So here we are, Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. This is a time of celebration, family get-togethers, sharing love, sharing laughs, right? Sharing our hearts with the ones we care about and connecting with people. But this is more than that too. It's about healing. It's about making peace with the past, the present, and the future. It's about the waxing moon, the full moon, and the waning moon. Taking things in, embracing things, and releasing things, okay? So it is about your feelings right now. And this is a happy card, and the Three of Cups is usually a sign of happiness. The next card here is the Four of Coins. And this is a little bit troublesome. It's about you're secure. There's nothing to worry about. But there's a fear. With the Four of Pentacles, there's a fear of a lack mentality. It's having enough, but fearing you may not always have enough. And this is about time and money. But it's also about your reality, because the Earth, the Pentacle, represents reality. So I do feel for some of you guys, there's a fear that you don't have enough time to do what you want to do on this earth. There's a fear that you've ran out of time. Time is up. Time is over. There's a fear that you're not always going to be secure, that that's going to go away. There's even a fear that the ones around you that love you may not always love you. So really, the Four of Pentacles is you have enough. You're blessed. You're secure. Things are good. But you usually see someone worried about that, clutching their pentacles, worried about their pentacles. So there's a protection here, and there's a possessiveness and a protection over your time, your energy, and even your money for some people. The next card here is a Two of Wands. And this is about making a decision. It's a crossroads, two paths crossing, and having to choose one. It's always about a choice. But remember the major arcana, which is the master of the two energies and the minors, which is the High Priestess. And she represents intuition. She represents secrets. She represents things being held within. And I do see two wands here, which is Merlin and the other witch from the Sword and the Stone. And there's a battle of, I don't know, there's some kind of a battle going on inside of you right now. And I want to say it's a battle because they're battling. This is an inner battle also. And I want to say it's an inner battle inside of you, like a war, because the High Priestess card represents the inner, not the outer. The outer is the Magician. The inner is the High Priestess. It's the knowings of power. So anyways, you have an inner battle. And I have to tell you the truth, what's coming out in the cards is even in the movie it says it's a battle between good and evil. Okay? That's just what's in the movie, The Sword and the Stone. Arthur, the little boy, asked Merlin what this was about. And he said it's a battle of good and evil. And then he said it's also a battle of wits. You have to outwit the evil. And she was turning into a dragon. She was cheating. She was being sneaky. She was cheating to win the wizard duel. Okay? And it wasn't fair. And he said, hey, you said that you wouldn't turn into any dragons. That was against the rule. And she said, did I say no purple dragons? He said, well, you said no dragons. She said, but did I say no purple dragons? So she tried to sneak her way into being okay by cheating. He turned into a disease. He turned into a tiny, tiny little specimen that overtook her body and won because she couldn't fight what was inside her. And funny, the High Priestess is about what's inside you, right? So anyways, you have to outsmart the negative and the darkness and the shadow that's trying to cheat and steal your joy. Steal the gift of the present moment from you. Because that darkness inside you, that evil, that shadow, whom does have a place in our life and has a purpose, is not welcome to overrun you. It's welcome to visit. It's welcome to help you work through issues. It's welcome to reveal things about yourself. It's welcome to be there and give you lessons, for sure. And it even has a time and place in anger or hurt. It has a righteousness to be there, right. That's what I mean. But if it sticks around too long and it begins to cheat you out of your present happiness and your joy, it's time for it to go. So this is you having to make a decision about the war and the battle inside of you and say to it, you need to leave. This negativity, this darkness, this pessimism, this depression, this struggle, you need to go. You need to go. There was a time and a place for you to be here with me, and thank you for your help, but it's time for you to go. And you kind of need to pray it away. And you need to say to it, listen, body of mine, listen, soul of mine. I have a tongue, I have a voice, I have a power, and I have an authority over my life. And I'm telling the struggle to go. You have no place inside me anymore. This depression, this hardship, this struggle with weight, this struggle with anger, this struggle with sadness or pain or depression, this struggle with that, you've got to go. Bye. Get out of my presence. Get out of my body. You're not welcome here anymore. You need to leave. And tell that struggle to go. Take control over your mind and your body and your feelings. Take control and speak good things into your heart and your life. Say things like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I am happy, I am full of joy, I am thankful, and I am grateful for everything I have. You're thankful for all the problems you don't have, right? It's easy to focus on the problems we have. It's not easy to focus on the problems we don't have. That's the positivity, okay? So win the battle within because it's trying to overtake you. The next card that you have is the Six of Coins. And this is a message about fairness. It's reaping what you've sown, getting what you deserve. Sometimes you feel it's unjust, and sometimes you feel like, yep, that's the right amount. I haven't been giving, so this is what I'm receiving is not much. If you haven't been giving much, don't expect much. If you're like, I really want this business to take off, I really want to be successful with whatever financial endeavor you're taking, but you're not willing to put in the effort, all you're doing is making plans, but you're not taking action, don't expect that reward. It's not just going to come. What about relationships? If you've given very little to relationships, if you are giving a short temper, if you're giving not a full heart, if you're giving only half of you, if you're giving just your spare time, you're not making time for that relationship, if you're not sacrificing in that relationship, don't expect your relationships to sacrifice for you. Don't expect them to make time for you. And don't expect them to give you their all when you're only giving them a part of you. So this is some good information, right? We get what we give. And we have to remember that. If we want a big return, we better invest. And so this is, don't expect much if you don't give much, but if you give a lot, you should expect a lot in return. And what happens when you're not getting a lot in return? You shut down. You stop giving. But here's what Spirit wants you to know about that. It was all divine timing. You may have been giving a lot of yourself for a time. Then you shut down because they weren't returning that. So you stopped giving, or you stopped giving that amount. And now you're upset because where's the payoff? Where's the person? Where's the love? Where's the money? Where's whatever you've invested? And Spirit said, I never promised you that the moment you decided to give so much, you would receive it right away. Here it is. Here it is. You give, I give back. You give, I give back. You give, I give back. Spirit's like, I never told you that that's how it works. You thought of that on your own. That was your thought. You believed that you were going to receive at the same time, or at least near the same time you were giving. But there's a time and there's a place. And there is such a thing as divine timing. The idea here is to keep giving, even when you're not receiving what you give out, because your time will come. And the payoff will be great. Greater than you could imagine. Bigger, better, perfect timing, just when you need it. I mean, it's just, it's a 10 of cups. It's a 10 of pentacles. It's everything and more. So that is due to you, but it's in divine timing. It's not your timing. And the trick here is Spirit says, you know, you quit giving. Why? Did I promise you that it was going to come, you know, April 15th? Did I promise you that it was going to come January 1st? Did I promise you that it was going to come July 6th? You know, did I make promises? Did I miss a deadline here? Because I see you stopped giving. Now, what was coming to you is delayed. Because now we have an issue. Now we have a misunderstanding. We have to work our way through. Now we have resentment. We have upset. We have hurt. We have a lot going on. And Spirit's like, so we're going to have to hanged man this return. We're going to have to hold it up. Stop the check. Because we have to work this out. So really, we're preventing ourselves from receiving. We're blocking ourselves from receiving. Why? Because we had a specific time, date, or even expectation of when we were going to get what we were going to get, and we got disappointed. Whatever this is for you. Financial, love, emotions, whatever you've invested. It just didn't happen for you when you thought it should happen. Yeah, so the answer here is, look, you need to be patient. I know that's trying, and I know that's asking a lot, and I know you've been through a lot, but you've also been blessed. Here's the blessings card. Have you taken a look and taken stock of your blessings? Because there's an attitude of gratitude that needs to be seen, and ironically, we're running into what? Thanksgiving. Funny how Spirit's like, let's remember to be thankful. What do you have to be thankful for? Are you healthy? Be thankful. Are you alive? Be thankful. Do you have eyes to see today? Be thankful. Do you have a voice? Do you have a mouth and a tongue that works, that you can communicate? Be thankful. Do you have all your limbs? Be thankful. Do you have a family? Be thankful. Do you have children that love you? Be thankful. Do you have grandchildren that love you? Be thankful. Do you have parents that are still alive? Be thankful. You have time to work out your issues with your parents. Many people lose their parents and they don't have time. There's words left unsaid. There's feelings left unshared. You may not have the perfect relationship with your parents, but you have the gift of time to talk about those things, to share what you feel, to work something out. Do you have a husband or a wife? Be thankful. You have someone that loves you and chose to walk through life with you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Be thankful. Do you have a vehicle that works? Be thankful. Do you have a roof over your head? Maybe a very beautiful roof over your head, even? Be thankful. Do you have a comfortable bed in which to sleep and rest? Food to eat in the refrigerator or in the cupboard? Fresh water to drink? Be thankful. Do you even have a pen and a paper to write out your thoughts? Be thankful. Some people don't even have that. Do you have a pet? Maybe a couple pets? Little fur babies that love you to death? Be thankful. Do you have a beautiful view outside your window? Be thankful. Did you get to see the sun rise this morning? Do you feel that warmth on your cheeks if you were to walk outside? Do you get to see the moon and how beautiful it is tonight? Be thankful. Some people don't have that. They're stuck on an incubator in a hospital. Some people are in a desert thirsting. Some people are parentless, familyless, orphans in the street. Some people are under a very heavy government regime and starving and miserable. Some people work for free because they're a slave. That's happening in Asia. All over the world, sex trafficking. It's a lot easier to think about what we have when we think about what other people don't have. So have you thought about that lately? Or have you been so absorbed in your world, it's been difficult for you to look at the contrast? Sometimes we can get into that spiral and we can just kind of get out of control, feeling bad about ourselves, feeling bad about what happened to us, feeling hurt, feeling alone. And I'm not devaluing your pain or devaluing your suffering or devaluing that, but I am saying there's a time and a place. Like we said earlier with the Two of Wands, there's a battle and a war inside of you. It's okay for those thoughts to visit. It's okay to have those times. But you're going to have to fight your way out, because if they may hang around too long and destroy the present, which is a gift. Don't let those bad, negative feelings or thoughts destroy your life. They can come in like a wrecking ball. You can self-sabotage. You can ruin relationships with family, friends, lovers, because those goblins, those beasts, those negative shadow energies live there too long. And before you know it, if you don't get control of that and you don't fight, you're going to take a long look around and realize you lost. You lost a lot. You don't want to be there. Okay, I think I need to get an oracle, so I'll be right back. Let me just go around my desk. It's kind of an L-shaped desk here. All right. Actually got more than one. It's okay. Sometimes we feel called to have more than one. Before we get on that, bottom of the deck is 4 of Swords. And this is about mental. It's about mental health. And it usually represents meditation under a tree. And that gives you peace. There's other tarot cards, the original Rider-Waite-Smith, and it represents, well, it shows a picture of a man in a coffin, and he's praying in silence in a church. He's not dead. But it represents silence because a church is so quiet. And the picture depicts back in the 1400s to even 1700s, soldiers would go off to war, and people did not expect them to return. As soon as they went off to battle, they thought, you're going to come back dead, and I'm going to prepare your coffin. Or your tomb, which was like a stone. I'm going to prepare your tomb so when you return, if you are dead, which most likely you will be, you'll have a place. Instead of, because the body, they don't want it to rot while they're making a tomb. So back then, a tomb takes time to make. So these men would be battles, for months. So anyways, they were lucky if they got a body back. So anyways, they would make these stone tombs in the church for the soldiers that would die going to war. And anyways, if a soldier survived and came home alive, what they would do is give love to their family, but first they would thank God. And again, we're coming into this thankfulness. But first they would thank God, and they would go to the church, and their tomb would be ready. And they would lay in their tomb praying, thank you, God, that I survived. Thank you, God, for my health and safety. Thank you so much. And they would probably, who knows, pray for hours. I don't know. But they would go back to the church and they would pray and pray and pray in peace and in quiet and in their mind and in church, thankful that they're still alive, okay? So there is this energy of thankfulness and gratitude with the 4 of Swords. And it's you survived this battle. Whatever you guys are struggling with, however life is kicking your ass right now, you're a survivor. You survived whatever tried to take you down. Be it abuse, be it abandonment, be it betrayal, be it financial pain and suffering, be it illness. Whatever that shit was that tried to take you down, you won. I call that a victory. Instead of dwelling about the pain and suffering that you endured, dwell in the victory. You did not take me down. I survived. I won. You tried to hurt me. You tried to ruin my life. It didn't work. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I get to live another day. I get to have all this around me. I am blessed. And that's what you have, that's the place you have to get mentally. And for those of you that are new to tarot, why would I say it's a mental situation? The swords represent mental and verbal in the tarot. And the 4 is balance and security. It's a well-balanced mind. It's a meditative mind. It's a steady mind. It's a strong mind. Okay, it's Emperor energy. So it's the number 4, you know. You're going to get your shit together, guys. This too shall pass. You're having a moment, and you're allowed to have your moment. All right? What it looks like to some of you guys, I feel like there's a blessing coming towards you with the 9 of coins. there is a beautiful independence and singleness and strength and prosperity that is coming your way. It's a river of wealth. It's a river of wealth coming your way. Happiness is going to be restored back into your life. You've learned those lessons, and I think you're going to be triumphant. I think you're going to overcome this shadow side of yourself that's trying to battle you for your life. In the end, you're going to master this negativity, whatever that is in your life. In the end, you're going to win. You're going through a depression, it feels like, or some kind of a dark night of the soul. And I'm hearing that kind of rock song, and it's like, but in the end, I tried so hard. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard, you know, to make, I don't know what the rest of the words is, but it's something about like, lose it all. You're in that place. You're in the place where you've tried so hard. And you feel at this moment like you've lost it all, but you haven't. You haven't. You won. You are the winner. Don't let those little demons steal your joy. Keep trying hard. Don't let takers take your joy. Keep giving. Don't let life stop you from being the brilliant light that you were created to be, my light workers. It is hard, but you are a master of survival. Hello? Hello? You're a master of survival. You've survived all this shit. You're here watching this. You won. So anyways, get your peace of mind. Get your mind right. They didn't win. You did. We're going to go ahead and get the oracles as we end this bonus. Spirit wants you to get your shit together. Okay. Very emotional lunar eclipse. You know, you expected it. You're going to work your way through it. It's okay. Let's do the Moonology and see what Spirit wants to say about your emotions right now, okay? Spirit, what do you want to say about the emotions of my people right now? My people. What do we need to know? Thank you so much. Bottom of the deck, you're never going to guess. Libra energy, full moon in Libra, win-win. It's a win-win outcome in the forecast. Woo! Are you ready for this? It's a win-win. This is going to be very, very good for you. Whatever you're going through this dark night, it's going to be a win, okay? You are going to walk away from this little battle, my friends. And everything you've endured is a win. I love it. You won, all right? Let's go ahead and reveal, though, the card that came out for you. Ooh, guys, guess what? It says full moon in Taurus. And what was the eclipse we just had? Full moon in Taurus. This is exactly talking about the eclipse and what it's done for you. So here's the deal. You need a practical plan, period. Your dreams need a practical plan. So right now you guys are making some good, strong Emperor Taurian plans. And you're getting your shit together. You're like, okay, this is what I need to do to get my shit together. And you're going to be tactical, okay? You're going to be taking action on embettering your life, if that's even a word. Okay? So you're taking action. But of course, there's always time for plans first. So sometimes we need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are right now, guys. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it, But you need to balance that, which is beautiful, with taking down-to-earth steps towards goals. This isn't about wishing on a star or wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds you to heralds a change of financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. If this is about a relationship, this is not the time to wish and hope for the best and wait for the divine to step in and intervene. This is a time to maybe get a counselor, seek a professional, get outside advice, make a plan about date nights, make time for one another, and share honestly. If this is about a spiritual walk or journey and you want to align your chakras and you want to be more aligned with spirit, what do you need to do that? Is it just having the intention? Or is it getting active, having a healthy diet, making time and scheduling space to do your yoga or stretches or meditations? You see, there's more to do than just wish and hope. There's time right now to make a practical plan on how to make your life better. And in this instance, when you guys are going through a battle of the mind and a war inside of you, this is more than just sitting out the storm and waiting it out. This is more than just sitting in your emotions and letting it overtake you. This is a time to get a practical plan on how to work through this. Eating good fruit, yellow and orange, is going to give you confidence and energy. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, those are very good energy givers, and they help the body. This is also a time to maybe have bananas. Okay, this is a time to feel sunny, to feel happy, to feel confident, to give your body good nourishment, to help with depression. Cashews and bananas are a great cure for a natural remedy for depression. Make up your bed first thing in the morning so you have a nice bed to go to at night. That helps with depression. Clean your space, organize your home, eat good meals, exercise. You see, there's more than just riding the storm out. It's making plans to make life better, to get out of this situation. Also, it's about negative talk. Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, feeling a negative feeling, you have to stop that. You have to stop it in its tracks. Excuse me. It's like someone's interrupted your happiness. You have to take it as there is a person interrupting your sentence. Excuse me. Negative thought, negative feeling. Don't be rude. Don't interrupt my moment. I am happy. I am joyful. I am aligned with my spiritual path. That's getting control. Every time you have those thoughts that want to overtake you, maybe you want them to visit for a little while, you want to cry, you want to heal, that's good. But when it's time to be done and it's been a couple hours or so, you have to pick yourself up again, wipe your face, take a shower, put on some good music, dance it out. Do something physical, meditate, go on a walk, eat some happy food, okay, whatever. It's time to take that practical plan because, you know, this is what Taurus says. It's good to go through the spiritual side of things, but you also need to be down to earth. There's some earthly things and matters you need to deal with. And there's tools you need to use. Okay, so get practical. Just get realistic. The attuned to the moon message is laziness can explain your current situation. So if it is that, change that on your own and own it. Also, chasing money. Money, money, money. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. That's what the card says. Chasing money is going to make you feel like empty. Chasing a feeling is the goal. Why do we want money? To feel peaceful, happy and worry-free. Then chase being worry-free. Well, how do I do that? Well, you stop worrying about little shit right now. You stop worrying about this bill. You stop worrying about your relationship. You stop worrying about your health, and you start living. That's how. Chase the dream. Chase the feeling. Okay? Because you already have everything it takes to feel that way. And once you feel good about life, money comes. It's kind of like money comes after you've achieved the feeling that you're seeking. That's when money comes. The next one here says, jealousy or envy create a negative energy and attract negativity like white on rice. Okay? So jealousy or envy. If you guys feel that about other people, relationships, workers, co-workers, women or men alike you, if you're feeling jealous or envy, remember that is a magnet for negativity. Nip it in the butt. Start being grateful. Attitude of gratitude. A lot of you guys already know this, you know, it's just, I'm just reading it, okay? Anyways, last here, more exercise is called for in your life right now. Flat out. And, you know, Taurus is like, listen, I am well aware that exercise creates serotonin. And I am well aware that more serotonin creates happy feelings. Okay? You don't want cortisol. That creates fat and negativity. You don't want that. What is it, dopamine? Yeah. You don't want to weigh yourself down, okay? You want to bring yourself up. That's serotonin. So exercise more. The teaching of this card is the full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings that you've been dealing with, and to find balance between being passionate and being overly intense. So there is a difference, and believe me, I notice myself. Sometimes I confuse passion with, oh, you know, I'm just passionate, but really I'm way intense. And we do need a balance. We can't let our emotions rule us. We are the moon, not the waves. We create the waves. It's us. We're the moon, not the waves. So balance yourself from being passionate or too intense, okay? Next, money issues may come to a head at this time of the full moon in Taurus. But you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow, no matter when you draw it. So that is good. We're getting our affairs in order. And that's Rahu in Taurus right now, you know, Vedic sidereal. And yeah, he definitely really wants you to focus on your money right now. There's some matters that need your attention. Maybe there's some bills. Maybe there's some debts. Maybe you're not watching your spending. Maybe you're too obsessed and focused with money. You know, it's not always gain or lack. It's just wherever your focus is. What is your current focus about money right now? Seriously, honestly, ask yourself that question. For some people, your focus on money right now is, I need more. I need more money. Money's an issue. I need more money for whatever purpose, okay? I need more. If you even have that thought, get rid of it. Because the first problem with that thought is you need. And what are you going to get? A lot of need. You're going to feel needy, you're going to be needy, and you're going to keep needing. Okay? Change need with I have money. I have money, not I need money. Okay? Maybe you guys are in a place with money right now where you hate money. You hate it. You despise it. If you have I hate money, I despise money in your thoughts, in your feelings, fix it. That's bad. It's negative. That means you're repelling money and you're probably having financial worries. You're probably having an extra mental amount of bills and lack because you just hate it. Venus has left the building.